You're watching News Channel 6 at 10. Texoma residents reached out to us about concerns of big restaurants forcing locally owned restaurants out of business. So we looked into the issue.
News Channel 6 anchor Brittany Glass reached out to small business restaurant owners in the Falls to see how they're dealing with this competition in this 6 on Your Side special report.
An influx of new restaurant chains in the Falls is undeniable, which many argue is a good thing, bringing new money and jobs to town. But it's having a negative impact on some of the mom and pop shops. I took a look at the exact figures to see by just how much and met with one restaurant owner who's managed to survive. He's the man behind Ronnie's Burgers. Ronnie Blanchard has owned the small restaurant for nearly 25 years. The Wichita Falls Burger Joint has managed to stay in business in large part because he keeps his customers happy and their stomachs full.
We make a point to come to Ronnie's for his hamburgers and his tacos that we know they're always freshly made and we always enjoy it.
It's the same. It's great.
While Ronnie's is often considered a staple restaurant for many Texomans, it's still vulnerable to the impact of new big restaurant business moving in.
I find that when a franchise comes in, it always seems to hurt us a little bit. I see a dip in business, and I expect that. I worry whether or not I'm going to be able to continue to employ that many or maybe have to cut hours down, which is two of the last things I want to do. And he's not the only one concerned.
I come here with my cash flow is so tight that I would sleep at night, but I would just pray and just work hard. And I know it kind of sounds silly, but you just have to really get in there and make sure you're doing your job in your four walls, because I can't control whether Five Guys does or Chick-fil-A or Raging Cane's coming in. They're going to come in. They have to grow. Chains have to grow, and they're going to keep coming.
The food and beverage industry is growing rapidly in Texoma. News Channel 6 filed an open records request with the Wichita Falls Wichita County Public Health District to take a closer look at the numbers. The data showed since January 2011 in Wichita County, 69 new restaurants have opened their doors. During the same time period, 50 restaurants closed. That's not counting 20 restaurants that opened and closed the past 2.5 years. Director of the Small Business Development Center, Vanda Wright, says it's still a good sign.
If we see chain businesses coming to town, they are seeing something positive in our economy, in our demographics, that makes them want to place a franchise here. So I think that can be a good signal for mom and pops, for just locally owned businesses.
There's a fine line between big business and big franchise, because franchises can be locally owned. As soon as businesses move in, even franchises, help wanted signs go up.
In this economy right now, a lot of people looking for jobs. And so I see a positive in the job market.
Small restaurants can be successful, like Ronnie's, if they take advantage of their foothold in the market.
They're always glad to see you, and they just make us feel at home.
As long as we as local business people continue to put out a good product that people want, and we continue to give them good service, then even when the franchises come in, sure, we may see a dip in our business for a while, but if we do what's right and continue to serve the community like we should, then we shouldn't be worried about the franchises.
Agriculture Commissioner Todd Staples this week encouraged Texans to eat at local restaurants as part of the 6th annual Go Texan Restaurant Roundup. For more on how you can help support Texas farmers and ranchers, just head to newschannel6now.com. Brittany Glass, News Channel 6.
Thank you, Brittany. Now, 6 on Your Side will take a look at different issues impacting Texoma communities every Thursday night. So we want to hear the questions you want answered. If you have something you would like Brittany to look into, email us. You can do that at news@kauz.com.